Hi everyone, it's me, Miss Branch, with lesson 2 of quarter 3. And you just saw a story called The Shape of Things. Because I'm going in the order of the arts of elements. So we just did a line project where a line turns into shapes, and then we're doing shapes. And at the end of that story, they had all the different shapes that turned into things. And I liked the idea of the castle. So I made a really quick castle for you guys to see. But one of the things I got to do was to make an arch. And an arch is like half of an oval. And that's a shape that I haven't talked much about. So I get to talk about arches in this project. So what I'm going to do is switch my camera so we can begin. All right, so I got some green land way in the back, and then I have my castle in the front. So you have your stack of color paper. So let's see. I will start with the ground in the background. And you can always add more things to it. So all I'm going to do is cut a wavy line in the paper of one wavy line, and then I'm going to lay it on my paper, and it doesn't fit all the way across. So what I can do is cut a straight line under that other wavy line, and then I can make it fit all the way across. And I don't even need this whole piece. So I'm just going, I can either leave it on, and then it'll be interesting. I can just leave it on and it'll make it interesting because they kind of overlap and they don't really take up too much space. So I'm going to go ahead and glue those down. That's going to be my hills in the background. So I'm going to go ahead. Not a lot, just a dot. A dab of glue will do. And since this is a long piece, I was able to put 6 dots. Now I make my glue hot like it's a bunny. On this one, I did 5 dots. Cool. So now I'm going to carefully flip it over and lay it down where I want it to go, kind of like a little bit above the middle of the page. So, and I rub it a little bit to get the glue to set. And then I can do the other side. And it's going to go on top of that one just a little bit. So they're going to overlap. I kind of want this one to touch this line there. So it doesn't look like a little cliff. So I moved that up just a little bit. Just a little bit. There we go. And it's okay because it's in the background. All right. So next, you get to pick your color for your castle. Now in this one, I did blue. But now I think I want to do a purple castle. I'm going to take out my purple. Oh, you could do a pink castle, a yellow castle, orange. You get to pick the color. But I'm going to go ahead and stick with my purple. So now I'm going to make some rectangles. I'm going to make one rectangle for the main part of the building. I probably could have turned this sideways, but I really wanted to focus on the arches for the windows and the doors, so I'll talk about that. And then I made this castle. Then you can make it with the tall pieces. I did these one with the little turret rooms up high, but I'll make some with the tall pieces on the side too, so you can see that. So I'll do one of this and then one all the way down. All right, because what I ended up doing was cutting a rectangle in half, and that's how I made both of these. But let me go ahead and let's see. I'm going to fold this in half. They don't need all of it. And I'm going to go ahead and cut that line. And again, I could do a castle this big. You can too. It's up to you. I just did a little skinny one. You know what? I guess I could leave it like this. I'll leave this piece for my castle. And then, let's see. I'm going to fold this in half. And then I'm just going to cut this rectangle in half. And there I have one of my side parts of my castle. And like I could do this one, another big piece like this, or I could do a half one like I have on this one. So I'll do one whole one and then one half one. So now I'm going to fold this in half. So I don't need the whole thing. And then I'm going to cut that line. And so then that's where my castles are going to be. Oh, you know what? I can make the little castle lines. This is called that you see on the castle where the archers stand and are kind of protected. So I'm going to fold this in half and cut. And then I'm going to fold it in half. And I'm going to fold it in half again. And then when I open it up, I'm going to cut these lines. 1, 2, 3. And it gives me 4 pieces. Let's see how they're going to look. Do I need all 4 pieces or can I get away with just 3? Looks like I could get away with just doing 3 pieces. Cool. All right. So let me go ahead and glue all of my things down. So what I'm going to do is put a dot of glue. Well, this has 4 corners, so I'm going to put 1, 2, 3, 4. This one's pretty big, so I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 in the middle. And then I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. And these are so small, I'm going to just do 1 in the middle. 1, 2, 3. And again, not a lot, just a dot. A dab of glue will do. So now I get to flip this over and rub a little bit. And then flip this over and rub a little bit and make sure it touches this one. There we go. And then flip this over. I'm gonna make it come over a little bit more than I did on the other one. And then I have my 3, are they turrets? Forget the name of them, but that's where the archers stand and the would stand to protect the castle. And then the last one. Again, rub a little bit and it sticks. Now I get to cut some triangles for my little roofs. So let's see. What color do I want? You know what? I'm going to go with yellow or orange. Yellow, orange. Well, yellow is the complementary color of purple, so I'll go with yellow. And just to make the roofs, I'm just going to cut off a corner. And it makes a triangle. And I can put it on top of a roof. And I'm going to do that again. I'm going to cut this corner. And there's my other roof. So now, of course, I'm going to add mine, not a lot, just a dot of glue. A dab of glue will do with 3 corners, 3 triangles. And again, not at the very edge, so that when I rub a little bit, the glue doesn't go everywhere. And I put that roof on. And then I'll take this one. And not a lot, just a dot, a dab of glue will do. And again, flip it and rub a little bit. Now it's time for my doors. Now I did want to use black for this part because I wanted to make it look like they're closed up and you can't see it and there's no light in the rooms. But you don't have to. You could do whatever color you want. But I'm going to go ahead and do the black color. So I'm going to fold it in half because I don't need all of it. And I'm going to go ahead and cut that line. And then I'm going to fold it in half again because, again, I don't need all of it. And that's going to be a pretty big door. So I'm going to fold that in half again. And I have my rectangle. But I'm going to turn this rectangle into an arch. Now, to turn this into an arch, I'm going to fold it in half again. But now I'm not going to press it down. It's going to kind of have like a little loop in it, like there, so that I'm not putting a little line. And all I'm going to do is cut a curved line down. So I'm just going to start here and just curve down. It looks a little big, so I'm gonna just trim it up a little bit because my fold wasn't perfect. Because that rectangle was a little crooked. So now when I open it up, I have my arch. And I make some more for these with these two, but I don't need all of this. So again, I'm gonna fold it in half. I want a big wide one. Yeah, I do want wide. So I'm gonna fold it in half hamburger instead of folding hot dog. And so that's my horizontal fold instead of my vertical fold. But like I said, I like to call it hamburger. And then I'm gonna fold it in half again, but this time I'm gonna cut a curved line so I can turn this into an oval. So this part I'm just gonna cut into a curved line. When I open it up, it's kind of like an oval. Well, it is an oval. And I'm just gonna cut on that line where I folded. And now I made my arches for my window. Those are big windows. But again, I am going to use my glue. So again, not a lot, just a dot, a dab of glue will do. And sometimes you have to wait patiently for the glue to come down. And I think I'll put 2 on this one. It doesn't look like it really needs 2, but I'm gonna just go ahead and put 2 on those. All right, so then of course, now I can flip it over. I'm gonna make a touch right here at the bottom. That's where the door is. And then these ones, I'm gonna flip over. There we go. And now I can add some more details. Like I put a little road in. If you want to put a sun in, if you want to add some flowers, if you want to make a horse or make some people, you can make anything using shapes. And that is what's cool about this project. So let me switch my camera. So you can make anything using shapes, the element of art of shape. And that's what we learned in that book, The Shape of Things. And again, let me use my new one. You can do anything. You can make anything. I made an interesting castle. Until I have 2 interesting castles now, but you can make anything using shapes. So I will see you in the next lesson. Bye, everyone. Bye.